Hello, everyone, and welcome to Horse Center tonight. I'm Wild Jamie. Sorry, I always forget to say that. And with me, as always, is our wonderful Swiss Army Sean, the co-hostess with the mostest. And our special guest tonight is not only a very talented jockey, but also always the life of the party. Welcome to the show, Eddie Jurado. So happy to have you.
Hi, thank you, thank you.
And anyone who knows you knows that what I say is true.
Yeah, everybody knows me.
Yes. Eddie actually just flew in for Willie's and my wedding last weekend, and what a great addition to the party. It would not have been the same without you guys.
No, thank you. And you know what? Best wedding. Nice wedding.
Yeah, all right. Well, thank you.
Yeah,
So, Sean, Eddie really fits your profile of someone who comes from the Puerto Rican riding schools as being always happy, kind, generous, all of those wonderful qualities. So, Eddie, tell us a little bit about growing up in Puerto Rico. Did you always want to be a jockey, or is that something that came a little later?
yeah, that coming later because I was a baseball player since I was little. And I played baseball to like 18 years old. In the college, they don't want me because I'm too little. And my grandpa, since I was little, you're gonna be a jockey, you're gonna be a jockey. He always told me, I said, no, I wanna be a baseball player. So guess what? In the college, 2 years, I tried to go in the tryout. They told me I'm too short. So I say, I maybe take the chance to be a jockey. So the coach for the baseball game play on team, he told me he knows the guy was in charge of the racetrack, Lionel Muller, in that time. They friends. So we went to the racetrack one time. I see the race. I said, oh wow, I like it. So they told me I need to go to apply in the jockey school. I apply, I do all of that, and they accepted me because I only want 100 pounds, 102 pounds, and I make all the details they need. And that's how I start doing the jockey school, all of that. Like they teaching very well. They teaching us good in the jockey school.
Awesome.
That
So,
how,
okay, you kind of come from the background of just athlete who turned your disadvantage into an advantage. Very cool. Love that. So, did you go to jockey school with anyone we would recognize?
oh yeah, I went to the jockey school with Ida Ortiz. Me and him graduated together.
I've never heard of
Gi-
them. I don't know. I'm
I,
just kidding.
oof, oof. Yeah, Ida Ortiz, Julio Hernandez, the one international, um, Guillermo Rodriguez, Kenneth Palat, he's in Puerto Rico, Roberto Morales, he's in Louisiana, I think, Louisiana Down Fairgrounds. We are a lot there in that little group.
Oh, wow. That's so very cool. And I have to say that I do think the riding school in Puerto Rico is one of the best in the entire world. We see the best and the brightest in racing come from there. So, congrats to you for being a part of that
Yeah,
program.
thank you,
Uh,
thank you.
so, when and why did you decide to come to the mainland?
I decide, I win 4 races in Puerto Rico, and Alex Intron, the jockey was in Maryland, Ironman, he contacted me because one agent wants me. So that time I don't speak no English. So Alex Intron told me, come here, I help you. And he's one of my, like, for me, like a special person for me. And I decide and I say, okay, I move. So he just called me like a week before. So I fly in March 18, 2011. As soon as I fly to Tampa, that's my first racetrack. And
Oh,
I
okay.
win. And I win my first race in Tampa. And
Awesome.
Willie made fun of me. I win the race and Willie made fun of me. Oh yeah,
Oh, why did he make fun of you?
because when you win, everybody told you, oh, you do good, congratulations and everything. So Willie told me, congratulations, and he said, but I need to talk to you. And I opened my eyes, said I do something wrong. Yeah, he told me you need to be more calm, you need to have your hands down. Willie, he teaching me a lot too. You know.
Okay, all right.
Oh yeah.
Well, go fix. See, he didn't go to the Puerto Rican riding school, so he's not one of those happy, smiling people. You just can't expect that from him. And we've already got our first comment coming in. Aquí está tu sister, bebecito, te amo. Oh, very cool. You got some fans coming in here.
Oh,
Oh,
maybe my kids they watching too.
Oh, how awesome. Very cool. Okay, so this is kind of jumping forward a little bit, but I just want to make sure that we hit on this because it's so amazing. You were a part of the Claiming Crown this year. For anyone who does not know what that is, it's super cool. It's like the Breeders' Cup of claiming horses. Basically, your horse has to have run for a tag, and they have different levels like 25,000, 12,500, 8,000. And you can kind of come from any track, anywhere. They don't give a preference to like Kentucky horses, but they hosted it at Churchill Downs. The purses are awesome. It's like $100,000, which most claiming horses never get to see those kind of purses. So tell us about that experience.
Trust me, this is something like made me so happy because I was in the tag room with the trainer, with Tony Blankenship and the owner. So Adam Racing Stable, we talking about things and they asked me, "Hey Eddie, do you ride in Churchill?" Before I said never, and they say you want to ride in Churchill. I say that's one of my wish, riding there. So they maybe had that in the head because they told me, okay, we have a surprise for you soon. Well, okay, or just like maybe they're gonna send one of the horses from here from Montanier to there. No, couple of weeks, they bring that horse they claim, and they told me, get ready in 2 weeks. I say, why? We're going to the claiming crown. And I'm like, are you kidding me? They say yes. And I'm like, wow, like I getting so excited. We training her here in Montanier for like 3, 4 times we got her with, and she played second in the race.
Yeah,
Like we
great
do
race.
all of that. Like it's a like Blankenship and that owner they very special for me. Like he always told me, Eddie, this is like this, and I always follow the instruction. He told me what I need to do, and wait right in the morning all the time. Yeah, it was a that's a good experience. Trust me. That track is packed, is amazing.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
look amazing. Look like a football game. Like everybody there and huge. It's a dream being that track.
Absolutely. I'm so glad that they kept you there too. Like, it's such a great opportunity for jockeys coming from, smaller tracks to get a chance to
Yeah.
show their skills and abilities. Just because you're riding at a smaller track, that does
Hmm.
not mean that you don't have the same skill, the same talent, the same dedication, all of those things. You just took a different path for various different reasons. So I'm so happy that that happened for you. And
Oh,
hey, I hope
thank
to
you.
see a lot more of you at Churchill and some of these other
I
tracks.
know. I wanna go, I guess.
Sure. Okay, so actually, speaking of that, um, what are some of your dream tracks, some of your bucket list places that you really want to go in your career?
One, trust me, I already do Churchill. That's one of the one I always. But I had two tracks. I've been there before in one in Saratoga. I gallop in Saratoga and everything. But I want to ride in Saratoga because the experience I have when I gallop in there, that's amazing. People in the morning watching the working morning everything, they that's amazing. I never see a track before like Saratoga in the mornings, and they
Yeah.
told me California is the same thing. Like some tracks in I never been in California, but I always say I want to go Saratoga. Like that
Oh,
track
yeah.
is amazing.
It's so
It's
special there. I mean, when you're there in the morning, it feels like you're there for a race. There's people swiping
everywhere.
pictures the whole time, and people are out there watching as if it's like a race. It's crazy, but it's really special. Absolutely. Well, I'm sure
It's
that we will
amazing.
see you there. And maybe even California. That's quite a ways away, but you never know what can happen, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Awesome.
What about Eddie? What about your special moment besides the claiming crown? What was your other biggest special moment so far in your career?
Biggest special moment. One of the biggest special moment is win a horse here. Like I think I win on him like 10 times in 2 years. I win couple one year, couple other year, and that horse is something funny. That's one of the special thing. Like I always say because we went to Laurel with Tony Blankenship with the trainer take me to the claiming crown, and we see this horse in the stall, and he go to buy horses for bringing to Montanier, and we buy the horse cheap. He buy the horse cheap. He put him as soon we drive from Maryland to here because I got on the horse in the morning. And he called, he entered the horse right there. I say, you want to enter the horse? I say, yeah. He put him for 6 furlongs. We win the race. Like he entered the horse on Saturday and Wednesday the horse win. So after that, he put the horse for high claiming and the horse win just allowance. And the name of the horse is Last Confession. It's one of my favorite horse, but the special moment of that horse is for God of him in the morning, you need to be ready because he spin 3 times and take off. And
Oof.
it's something weird. Like it's kind of special, like that horse, and that's a moment like buying a horse cheap and putting in, and make all of that race allowance. It's kind of like good thing I have in my head. Like,
So right now, Mountaineer is your home track. Talk about Mountaineer a little bit and give the bettors a little bit of insight on what kind of horses you want to play there or be on.
well, yeah, Mountaineer is good track, for being for little around here and everything. Jockey is working hard here. Like we working a lot. All the riders working a lot. And right now, I have my mother-in-law has a horse. The name is Indian Empire. It's one of the nicest horse for West Virginia. Like between Charleston and here. I went on him 5 times. He's a nice horse. You know, but trust me,
One to
Mountaineer
look
is
out
good.
for.
Huh?
One to look out for sure.
Yeah, it's a nice horse. Like Indian Empire. He's kind of, he tried to be happy in the game and stuff. But trust me, Mountaineer is good. Like I like it. People here, they working hard. You see people in the morning working with the horses, like in the stalls, and they very hard workers here. Like I like the way they work the horses and everything. They
And now you're
very
off till April, correct?
ah
You're off till about April.
oh
Is that
yeah
when they start back up? So
yeah
what do you do
March.
from March? So what do you do from now till March?
Well, my wife and I decide go Puerto Rico for 2 months. So for visiting my mom, my dad, they in Puerto Rico. We're going to home. Maybe go a little vacation. Maybe I go to the track, ride some horses, gallop. For make me happy. Because trust me, galloping horses in the morning is the best therapy ever you can have. Galloping horses, you forgot about everything. You just have that, feel the horse and everything. That's something cool.
Absolutely. We've got a bunch of comments coming in here. Let me get caught up real quick, Sean. Sorry. From Chino Perez. That's right. He got some skills. Love you, bro. From Willie Martinez. I'm here, Eddie boy. What's up? Happy holidays and continue your success. Best of luck, my
Same
friend.
to you, my brother.
And from Terry, hey, we'd love to see you come to Golden Gate Fields in Northern California. Oh, yeah.
I will go.
Yeah.
Oh, Golden Gate got to start paying Terry to recruit these jockeys because he keeps
I
trying.
know. He does. He tries to recruit the jockeys to Golden Gate all the time. I love it. We love your enthusiasm, Terry.
So you mentioned kids. Are your kids interested in horse racing? And would you be okay if they decide to go the jockey route?
Trust me, right now, the oldest one here in the farm, when they live with me, they in Florida now, they ride some ponies and stuff, but they not the only one I see like the horse a little bit, that's the one here with me, Ethan. He's 4 years old and he's wild. Like he loves horses and stuff, but he got the whip and go like this. But I don't know if they want to be a jockey. That's fine for me. But for me, I wish no one of my kids be a jockey.
You better watch out with Ethan because he's the size for it too. He's older than Mateo, but smaller than Mateo. So
he's
when
tiny.
we get them together, oh, they're so cute. I love it.
He's tiny.
He is.
So what do you think, out of all the different lifestyle you have to do as a jockey, what do you think the toughest part is for you?
The toughest part is I don't lose weight. I'm some the right to lose weight, but the toughest part, like the one sometimes make you like little upset, is like you working a horse and have that horse and you already had the horse ready and everything, and in the last couple of days when they're gonna enter the horse, they say, "Hey, I'm sorry, I need to use this rider." And the other thing is when a trainer put you in a horse, for example, made in a special way, when the horse not going made in a special way. So you ride the horse and maybe you do the best, you try the best, you play 4th, 5th, and they in a couple of days drop the horse down for 4,000. And the horse win with the other rider, so that make the rider look bad, I do all the job and now and the people don't see that. The people see, oh, he winning that horse, the other rider. They don't think I ride the horse in different conditions, like,
Right.
and some trainers, they need to do what the owner wants, but it's about that. So especially when you're working hard every day, every day, every day, every day, and they take you off of the horse, you're gonna win. That's
Now,
tough.
I have to say that when I was a trainer, I never rode the leading riders anywhere that I went because you see it happen all the time. Like you said, it's a daily thing where someone is riding the horse and they're doing okay, but then they're like really want to get the win, so they'll drop the horse and they put on the leading rider, and it's like, really? And to me, it's like crazy because that leading rider will never even notice if he doesn't win on your horse versus someone who's been working with the horse and who this might be their only win today. They're going to try harder than anybody. They really want that win versus the leading guy is like, oh, it's my 5th win today. Cool, I guess, Like, just saying that was my strategy as a trainer. And it just blows my mind how many people do the exact opposite, but that's neither
Yeah,
here
you're
nor
right.
Well, that also
right.
goes back to every sport, and horse racing included. The race isn't always won that day on the track. It's
Right.
won for that, getting ready and stuff like that. So even if they did pull you off as a jockey, you have part of that win because you were part of getting that horse ready.
And we've got another.
You kind of part of the win, but part of the of the
of the
money you try
pay.
to make.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's hard.
That's an important part of the win. Okay, Joe Elder says, my man Eddie, one of the best jockeys to have in the gate. He's super chill. And we've got
Yeah, Joey's
another
good
question.
guy.
Yeah, we got another question here from Terry. Hey, do you prefer sprints or routes?
Wow, I like sprinter horses. When you try to set it down then and everything, but I love go long. The horses go long. I love the long distance. You can study the horse better, like, because sometimes go sprinter you need to go fast, 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 and sometimes the horse, so
What
you know.
What about those 2 furlong races that Mountaineer has?
Trust me. Listen, my wife is my agent. She's my agent here in Mountaineer. I'm not kidding. She's been my agent since Ethan's born, 2018. And I told her, never. I only rode 2 full-on races like 1 or 2 times. And I told her, never, ever, I don't want to ride 2 full-on races. I can do it in the quarter horse is different. Thoroughbreds is, different. So I said, no, I don't want to ride thoroughbred 2 furlongs, please. No. I told her, no, no, no. And I don't ride it.
So what is that dynamic like working with your wife? Do you guys ever bring the problems home or do you just kind of leave the office behind?
Trust me, we never have problem, but this is funny. Every time I have something to work, hey, this time, or she sent me a text message and do everything. Guess what? She called me like 5 minutes before I went to the trainer. You there? But the other rider, she has, hey, you need to be there early. Oh, why you not treating the same you treat me?
Right.
No, but we never had argument about nothing. Sometimes she, oh, you better do this or switch the stick. You play second. You better yeah, like that, kind of like that. We watch the replays.
Well,
So
anyone who does not know your wonderful, beautiful, amazing wife, she is just as fabulous as you. You guys are a real
thank
power
you,
couple, honestly. I love it. We got a few more
thank
comments
you.
here. Sorry, Sean, I'll get it right back to you.
Oh, you're
Okay, from Jorge Ruiz, the best.
That's my
And
that's my best friend from. We grow together in the place I live. Like, we went to Head Start to 12th grade together.
okay, very cool. And then William Kaon says, what is the fee for just riding the horse? It was $40 40 years ago. Unfortunately, it hasn't gone up too much. Let me tell you. What's the jock mount there, Mountaineer?
Mountaineer is between 65 and 75.
Yeah.
It's between, depend the price of the race. But New York is $100.
Prescott is 100, right?
Yeah, Prescott is 100, Mama 100. Big tracks, they $100.
Right.
But Mountaineer is like 65, 75 per horse. Depend the race. It's depend the price of the race.
Gotcha. Good to know.
Depend the
Good to
price.
know. Sean just kind of pulled a little switcheroo on us here, but we're back. We're live. Okay.
Yeah, my internet completely went out. It went out, came back in, and then it went out. So
I just saw you reappear twice. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't need two Seans on this show. Eddie, so who else does your wife represent?
She represents Maclovio Enriquez.
Oh,
Okay.
I mean,
we've had him on.
yeah. She had him when he was a ball boy.
Yeah.
In the beginning, and after he Montanier closed, he moved to Laurel, and when he came back from Laurel, he told her, "Hey, I want you to take my book again." And
awesome.
He write for my mother-in-law.
He's a friend of the show. We've had him on here. I knew him back in the day. He was probably like, I don't know, 7 or 8 years old. I couldn't believe when I saw him riding. I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting old.
But he used to bring horses to the paddock for my mother-in-law.
Okay.
He used to be a hot walker and everything. I have winning pictures, and he's in the picture with me. And when he come to be a jockey, and wow, that kid, he do good. Yeah, he's a nice kid.
Yeah, he's very talented and a super hard worker as well. And we've got a comment here from Terry. Hey, you deserve much more. Okay, Sean, back to you.
So when you did start coming over to the States and start being a jockey, who were some of your idols that really helped you? And were you ever starstruck with anybody?
Well, the first one, when I started in the jockey school, they told you, choose a jockey you can see and follow. So trust me, he's not from Puerto Rico, but my favorite jockey when I was in the jockey school was Raymond Dominguez. The way he rides and the hands, he no whip too much. He just put the horse in the right. That's when I was there and start learning. But trust me, Willie Martinez helped me a lot, and Alex Sintron a lot. When I tell you a lot, Alex Sintron, he pulled my ears, do this, do that. They like Alex Sintron and Willie Martinez. They a lot for me when I was a ball boy, when I started my bug and everything. And they always call me, text me, and everything. And now here in like Montanier and Ohio, Luis Rivera. Luis Rivera Jr. He's the other one. Pull my ears sometimes. What you doing?
Well, you're doing great. You've had an absolutely fabulous 2022, and I'm sure that momentum will carry forward to 2023. We got another comment here from Terry. Hey, I love Eddie's enthusiasm. Oh, no. You have not seen anything, my friend. Well, let me tell you.
Well, it's all on social media. You got to talk about your dance moves. I mean,
I was going to say, this is an off-the-wall question, but where did you learn how to break dance like that? I mean, you're doing head spins, you're doing the worm. Like, it was great. I love it.
Yeah, I was like 6 years old, and I'm not kidding. I got friends, like oldest friends, obviously, in the hood I live, because in Puerto Rico we live in the like complex, like in the hood, like, and we all like we have a big plaza, and they put cardboards in the floor and they dance and stuff. So every time I go there and see them dancing, they all dancing, and I went to my house after they see them, and I start practicing what they do. And my mom, be careful, because I'm the only son of my mom. I'm the baby boy on home. I'm the only son of my mom. So my mom, don't do that, backflip and stuff. And the guy started teaching me how to dance, break dance. And after that, every party and things they make, the B-boys crew, I went there and they start putting me dancing, and after that we dance in school, we dance everywhere. We start dancing, break dance.
So there's no alcohol needed to dance like that for you?
No, I don't drink.
There you go.
I'm telling you.
I'm the Uber.
Oh, you're the Uber.
I'm telling you, Swiss Army Sean, you have got to hang out with this guy sometime. You will not regret it.
That's great to be the Uber and the life of the party. Usually the Uber is the person that just sits in the corner that waits for everybody.
No,
I'm the designated driver. But I like to party. I like the party, I like to dance, and that's something, every time in the life you need to be happy. You never need to be like thinking about something. Trust me, the trainer Blankenship, when I ride for him first time, I win. But a couple of times I play second or third. He told me, I like your attitude, because every time if I lose or I play last, I come smiling and everything. I'm the kind of guy like that, because next day is another day. Every time you things happen for a reason. Like You need to be happy. I always say to when the writers told me something, oh this on something else, I say, do when you go bed, leave your problem in the pillow.
Right.
And when you wake up, you don't have the problems. Like
Yeah.
that's something I always have. I like to be happy.
Well, that happiness is certainly coming across in this interview. We've got Grandma Horse Racing saying, you can see he loves what he does. Absolutely. Terry Hay says, a jockey needs to be strong, athletic, intelligent, and more. I agree, but I might be
Yes.
biased. And Willie Martinez says, Eddie has more energy than a 12-pack of Red Bull.
They told me in the jar room all the time, Eddie. Shh, shh.
No, that's great. Do not curb your enthusiasm. Keep it up. I love it.
Yeah.
So getting back to the riding, if somebody asked you what's your strongest points? What's your strongest points right now in your career at riding?
My strongest point.
Maybe we should ask your wife. She's your agent. She's the expert.
Well, I can ask her. She can because sometimes she fight with me in the stress because I look a little weak. I told her, but I try to be smart. That one of my best thing I do is breaking from the gate. You told me go in the front. I put in the front, go behind, and everything. And sometimes she fight with me switching stick. But yeah, I think that's thing I got like smart in the turf and the poly track.
Okay.
And that's something Willie told me because my first race in Tampa, I opened wide in the turf. And he get mad. So after that, I learned, like I think grabbing the horse, that's my strongest point, like save horse to the end. But in the stretch, they sometimes fight with me because I need to be more aggressive. But the good
So
point,
what's your favorite surface to ride then? Out of the poly, the turf, the dirt, what's your fave?
the turf and the poly is something like amazing to ride because you need to have like the horse you need to have the horse right there. You don't need to turn loose early. You don't need to grab too much. You need to wait. And it's something like good because you see all the horse clipping hills, everybody in the stretch open and go. In the dirt is different. You can go everywhere, but in the turf or the poly, little bit you open, you lose your position. Little bit you
Right.
open, your horse is. I love poly and turf. Like it's good. The feel of the horses.
And we've got another question here from Grandma Horse Racing. Do you pick the horses or do the horses pick you? Like, do the trainers request you? I mean, it's a little bit of both. It's a negotiation.
So sometimes sometimes when I ask him for a horse, trust me, I see horses play third, fourth, fifth. I told Nolani, hey, can you ask that trainer about that horse? Or I go by myself and say, hey, listen, I like the way your horse run yesterday, played four, and the trainer feel happy. Thanks. I say, maybe next time, thinking of me, maybe with me can run, little better. That's the way I like to ask the trainer how to ride the horse. But trust me, every time I pick a horse, like no, I had double call, and she told me, "You wanna ride?" I say, "No, I ride that one." The other double call beat me, so she's a good handicapper. She handicap good the horses. She see the PPs and everything. She told me you need to ride this one. Yeah.
Well, we might have
trust
to
me.
have her on the show because we specialize in handicapping in here. Okay,
Yeah,
Juan
she picked good horses for me.
awesome. Juan Capella says, God bless you. I love you.
That's my uncle.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, you got a lot of fans chirping in here. I'm trying to keep up with the comments, but it's hard. So, Eddie, what would your advice be to someone just getting started in the industry?
Well, the one good advice is save money. Is they start, writing and save money,
Yeah.
saving money. Like the kids already graduate. Because I went to jockey school. I was 19 when I started in jockey school, and I already had two kids and one on way.
Wow.
So
okay.
when I was in jockey school, but the best thing they can do is save money because trust me, it's hard something. Like you too young and making like 5, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 sometime in 1 week.
Right.
And you see all that, you thinking like, oh, I'm going to the mall, like one of these. And trust me, I've been being a gallop boy. Sometimes I take off, like when Montanier closed a couple years ago, I went to Ocala breaking babies. I've been around all of that, but the best thing the kids need to do is save money and focus on what they want. If they
Yes.
doing good in something, stay positive and always positive. Never be negative about nothing. Like stay positive in everything. The best thing is positive in everything.
Oh, I love that advice. That's a huge passion of mine because you're so right. I mean, this is a young man's game. A lot of riders start out super young in their teen years or early 20s. And
Mhm.
that's when your career takes off. When you're an apprentice, you're usually on fire. You can't lose. You're making so much money. And then it all eventually dries up, whether you continue to ride into your 50s or whether you decide to hang it up earlier for whatever reason, it dries up eventually. And most of these guys don't have anything to show for all of the years of work and all of that they've put in. And it's a shame. I wish that we taught more
Yeah,
financial literacy to these
I know, and they
super
and they need to
young
be.
teen guys.
I know. Another thing, they need to be humble and listen. Because
Right.
some of the writer, you try to say, hey, do this. I know what I'm doing, and
Yeah.
okay, you try to tell some bad boys, and they try to be, I know what I'm doing, and like, okay, and for me, I always listen. They told me that horse do this, and I already had that in my head. Okay, the horse maybe gonna do that. I already, I never say no. I know what I'm doing. I don't like that. I'm the kind of guy try to do what they told me to see, because every time you learn something new. Every horse is different, because sometimes the horse do something to you, but maybe not do it next day. Maybe not, horses. It's not a car. You push the gas and have the steering wheel. You never know what the horse is gonna do.
Right.
So I always listen to when they told me something. I always listen, always. And humble.
Yeah,
You need to be humble. If you humble, you go all the way up.
absolutely.
So you brought up the financial part, and one big thing with that is you guys are your own business. So when you get hurt, there is no income coming in. What kind of injuries have you had in your career?
Well, I was in Delaware Park in 2013. 2013, August 24, 2013. I'm never gonna forget. I was riding, coming out on the gate, and I thought like everybody is in front, so I come from behind. I clip hills in the 5/8. That 6 furlong race. I fall, so I don't know. I think everybody's in front. When I try to stand, horse come from behind and hit me in my back
Cool.
and broke my low back and everything. And I was
Wow.
off for like 3 4 months. After that, I get recovered and everything. I went to Tampa, started riding back in Tampa. They give me release. I started doing good and okay after that, like getting better. But we had the jockey guild, when it, it's another thing the kids need to do too. When they come new to
Yes.
United States, do the jockey guild thing. But they help a
Yeah,
lot. They
they
take care of
do.
you good. It's very very something I do. As soon as I hit United States, they told me you need to go to the jockey guild, and they it's like a kind of insurance for helping the
Yes.
riders. They pay you for when you got injury and everything,
Oh, that
because
is
no
so
insurance cover
important.
jockeys. It's not an
Right.
insurance. Like you can go, hey, I wanna pay for that insurance. When you say I riding horses, they back up. They don't want. But the jockey guild, that's the best thing they do for jockeys, for riders.
I am so glad you brought that up, Eddie. My husband is constantly telling everyone about the guild and all of the ways that they help jockeys. I mean, via representation, of course, but then also, yes, through injuries, through
Oh
any
yeah,
type of disputes. The guild is really your only protection.
yeah,
It's the only people that are 100% looking out for you riders. So, yes, if you are not a part of the guild and you're watching this, please join.
yeah. I told
It's
every kid I
important.
see, you need to be in jockey guild. When I see kids coming to Mountaineer, you need to go to jockey guild. You need to go, because
Yeah.
it's something like they take care of you good.
Yes.
Like it's not like they joke, they take some money from your mounts, but that money,
You never
like,
notice
it's
it.
a good
Yeah.
it's a good thing. Is you got injury or something, they take care of you very good. Like
Yeah. Well, that
it's a
happened
good thing.
actually in Prescott. Walbert Allencar had a really, really bad injury and he was out, I don't know, maybe 6 months, maybe even more. I can't remember. But right before that, Willie had talked him into going into the Jockeys Guild. He was not part of it for very long, but they take a couple dollars out of each mount,
Yeah,
which you never even notice. Thank God, because the Jockeys Guild was like his only income for months and months,
yeah.
and they just stepped up and were there for him. So it's an important thing. If you're a rider, definitely,
They need
definitely.
to go jockey girl.
Yeah.
That's the best thing for jockeys. They do, like, they good.
Yeah. Awesome.
So this gap between Mountaineer, now you said you were going to Puerto Rico and you might get on some horses there. But if you didn't go to Puerto Rico and get on some horses, how often do you get on horses from now till March?
Now to March, yeah, maybe wild horses. If I don't know if I'm gonna be on horses sitting here too
Yeah.
much, but trust me, you go Puerto Rico on the racetrack, they always need somebody galloping and stuff. And trust me, I'll be there. They will put me in some horses for gallop or maybe the right song. It's a lot of guys. They give you the chance. They very humble there and everything. They good, but trust me, I need to do something when I'm there because I need to stop eating too because Puerto Rico has good food. And if I came back and I maybe not make it to be a jockey.
Right. Well, luckily your size is on your side.
How different is the racing over there compared to here?
In Puerto Rico,
Well, yeah.
it's hard. Trust me, it's hard. It's tough. There's a lot of good riders there. Like
The
hard.
track different?
It's kind of the same like Mountaineer surface, but the horses they kind of the same, but it's hard. Like it's one of the toughest racetrack in the States and everything. Like it's hard. Like no everybody can win there. It's hard. Even you have the right horse and everything. Sometimes you see horses from nowhere coming and win. Like you're like, how that happened? Like you never know. And it's always like tropical. It's always sunny. It's not cold. It's always sunshine. Like sometimes rains. Sometimes the track gets sloppy. But that it's good. Like, but it's winning Puerto Rico is something like every kid from the jockey school, they get excited when you win, you first win there or something, because it's something we want, like winning in the place we grow.
And we've got a question here from William K. I hope I'm saying this right. Kayon. I don't know if I'm saying that. I'm sorry, William. What kind of purses does Puerto Rico have?
Right now, I don't know, but they like 9,000, 10,000, kind of something like that. Like, yeah, they had a little higher price, kind of like Mountaineer, maybe a little lower between. Yeah, they kind of.
Awesome.
I don't know now, but when I went there, I will find out.
Yeah, I was about to say you'll find out very shortly here.
Yeah.
Well, you know what they say. You're not doing it for the money anyway, right?
I'm going to vacation.
Awesome.
Yep. So my last question then would be: you travel, you do horses, you got the family. What else do you do for fun when you have time?
For fun?
What doesn't he do for fun?
That'd be the
fun,
party,
For fun, about breaking babies in the farm is fun. Breaking horses is fun. The 2 years old is nice. It's fun. Yeah, they throw you to the walls and everything.
Sounds great.
Oh yeah. I take the kids to the lake, to the pool. So we go, everywhere. Prescott to the beach in Erie. Yeah, we do things like that or travel. We always had to do something around. Here it's little the woods make you like, because I'm a city boy, but I'm like, now I'm like kind of like West Virginia, country road, take me home. I'm more West Virginia than.
We finally got someone singing on the show, Sean. We've
There
been
we
waiting
go.
for this moment. Awesome.
But yeah, it's good here. I like it. It's quiet. The winter, I don't like it. It's too cold.
No. Willie and I always look forward to you coming to Presque Isle because we know we'll get to hang out with you and Olani, have a good time, see the kids.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are awesome. All right, Sean, you got anything else?
No, that's all I got. Eddie, we appreciate your time. Nice catching up with you, and definitely do it again.
Yes.
I appreciate it. You let me know.
We ran a little long on this interview, but how could we not? I told Sean that you were going to be a blast, and you were. And I hope you have a great time in Puerto Rico. Have a good.
Thank you. You guys can visit.
Oh yes. Sign me
you guys
up.
let me know. Yeah, you guys can visit. Nolani, my house. I got 3 bedrooms in my house. You guys welcome to go.
Say less.
Trust me.
Booking it right now.
You guys welcome to go.
Awesome. I love it. All right. Well, you take care and have a safe trip.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, Eddie.
Oh, he's something else, isn't he? Love him.
So next time we'll just have to set it up that he can do the breakdancing on the show.
Yes, that would be a real treat. He's very talented. I mean, you want to talk about an all-around athlete. I didn't even realize the baseball background, but he's one of these guys who can literally do anything. You just see him pick up anything. And I guess being a professional athlete, that makes sense. But we've got another comment here from Grandma Horse Racing. Good talk, love it. And from Terry Hay, thank you for the love. Jamie and Sean do a great job and have such a wonderful podcast. I love the shows. Nothing like these podcasts. Thank you, Terry. We appreciate you.
And ditto to Terry as well.
Yes,
when he's on with Rich
absolutely.
And stuff.
Love Terry. Awesome. Okay, so that's it for Horse Center for this week. But what else do we have going on?
So tomorrow, Charles and Rich will be back with the Daily Show. I believe it'll be at noon Eastern. And then I believe there's an international show Friday with Tom and Rich. And then Friday night, Rich, Jared, and myself will be back with the NFL show as well. Picks with the Professor. Check him out. Pickswiththeprofessor.com, Twitter @ProfessorSides. He's got a YouTube channel as well. All the bowls, all college basketball, NBA, all of that. And then, unfortunately, next week, it's holidays, all that. So we're taking the week off for Horse Center. So we have nobody for next week. You and I will return the new year, Monday, January 2nd. And then
we're bringing in 2023, right?
Yeah, we have Sophia Vives, who
I am so excited. Oh, I love her. I love her so much.
Did you get to meet her?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I don't know what's going on in there. Just ignore that. But anyway, Julie has a comment here, our other co-host on the weeks that I'm not here. And I don't know if you saw us earlier in the week, Julie. We were singing your praises because you did absolutely fabulous last week.
Absolutely.
And so happy to have you be a part of the team. All right.
So we have Sophia Vives the second, and then Hannah Leah.
Yes.
Returns
now,
Tuesday.
I have not met her. So I'm excited.
I was on the show the first time she was on. Real fun to have on the show. She'll return. And then Wednesday, another returning guest, Electra Boone.
Yes, I love Electra too. Oh, that's going to be such a fun week. I am so pumped for that. And we got a comment here from Grandma Horse Racing. Keep this in mind. Rich and Terry's picks have been on fire. That's true. I keep seeing you guys posting about all of this money you're making, and it's making me want to bet. And I never bet.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and they changed the format to where they're showing you through their $100 on how they want to place the bet. So that will help people place the bets and make money themselves.
Yes. So tune in for all of those excellent tips and tricks. That's what we're here for. We help you guys out, and you guys help us out by tuning in and being a part of the conversation in the show. And we appreciate you so much. All right. Anything else we need to talk about before we wind up here?
No, we have off next week with Horse Center, but I'll be active on social media. So everybody keep me company, keep answering the questions and stuff. We always love the support and input. And I try to talk to as many people as I can. You guys got a question or anything, just hit us up in the inbox and I'll get back to you.
Yes, you are the social media guru, Sean, and we love that. Thank you for doing that. I couldn't keep up with it, that's for sure. All right. Well, that takes us wire to wire tonight on Horse Center. And once again, thank you guys so much for being a part of the show. We love each and every one of you. Don't forget to tune in again, not next week, but the week after. And, you know, as Grandma Horse Racing said, the picks are on fire. Tune in to get some pointers on how to turn this into a little side hustle, right? But so make sure that you tune in for Rich and Terry's picks so we can see you in the
winner circle.
The winner circle.
Yeah, winner circle, Blake.